FedEx delivery driver says he's attacked and called racial slurs while on the job in Portage.
Yeah, that violent attack was all caught on camera, and now the suspect may be facing criminal charges as a result. News Channel 3's Mike Kravsik is joining us at Portage Public Safety tonight to break down, Mike, what really is pretty shocking video here.
Yeah, Andy, Erica, police say that suspect was suffering from mental illness and on drugs during this attack. Portage Public Safety says it does plan to submit charges. However, there's been no arrests made yet. The FedEx driver and his family want this suspect charged and off the streets. Never before had Tirrell Lipsey had an issue while delivering packages for FedEx.
I was just shocked because to me, it didn't make any sense.
The 23-year-old Marine reservist encountered this man outside his delivery truck Saturday afternoon on his regular route on Bruning Street.
What the you dumb black.
The truck's camera captured the man trying to hit him, then calls him a racial slur at least 2 times.
Cool, guys.
Moments later, a neighbor's doorbell camera shows the man swiping a package.
Yeah, it got to the point where he was saying stuff about the devil being in the boxes I was delivering.
Portage Public Safety says the suspect was high on methamphetamine. Lipsey says things got bizarre. During the 10 minutes he waited for police to arrive.
He went from being super aggressive to telling me I'm his friend and that he likes me, and he sat in my passenger seat and was like, let's go for a ride.
Detectives say the man was picked up that day and taken to the hospital to seek mental health treatment. Another neighborhood Ring doorbell camera shows him trying to enter a house. The department says it plans to request several charges, including illegal entry and ethnic intimidation.
By him being an African American, I believe his rage went even up higher.
The family reached out to Chicago-based community activist Andrew Holmes. He says Lipsey was lucky to come away unscathed.
Very dangerous for these workers because they don't want to get caught. And if they got a weapon on them, they would use that weapon to defend themselves, stab you, shoot you, so they can get away. And it's simple as that.
Lipsey's mother, Kathy Faison, says she still fears for her son's safety on the job and the racist remarks he endured that day.
Even though it could be drugs involved or it could be mental, it's still something that's instilled in you.
Now, FedEx issuing a statement after this incident, reading in part, quote, "We are both saddened and outraged by the behavior exhibited in this video, and our first concern is for the driver involved. We are staying connected with him and offering our support," end quote. Lipsey and some of his neighbors, meanwhile, remain on edge tonight, saying they believe the suspect lives in their neighborhood. Police say an arrest won't happen until prosecutors sign off on charges. But at this point, the police investigation is still ongoing.
A stalled initiative to get a statewide guaranteed abortion rights bill directly on Michigan's ballot this fall has filed a lawsuit with the state Supreme Court. That after the Board of Canvassers could not come to a decision earlier this week on its certification.
Our political reporter Rachel Louise Just dives into the little-known group of decision makers that has so much power over what you see on Election Day.
With a quick voice vote, one administrative body in Michigan has the ability to decide anything you might see on your ballot. While their work is pretty simple, put a rubber stamp on proposals that have met the state's requirements to make the ballot, yesterday's 8-hour meeting was anything but.
You will have to put the most grammatically incorrect law into Constitution than has ever been.
The purpose of the meeting was to approve 2 ballot proposals, one focused on abortion rights and the other on voting access. Both far exceeded the number of required signatures and were recommended for approval by the Bureau of Elections.
It's just kind of the last step in moving things through the system. If everything has gone right so far, it's their job to say, yes, everything has lined up, we're good, let's move forward. And in this case, everything had lined up to that point.
Then all of a sudden, both ballots split along party lines, unable to move forward.
When things are brought to our attention, if we haven't made decisions, I think it's important that we get it right, that we address them, do what we believe is best.
For reproductive freedom for all, a couple of spaces and formatting questions were the difference between ballot approval and denial, according to some Republicans.
The ballot initiatives, they were both rejected on different bases, but neither had anything to do with the number of signatures or the validity of signatures.
The Board of Canvassers is a historically clerical process that has repeatedly split on party lines over the last few years.
The original thought is if we have two people from each party, then people will have to cooperate or else you'll never get anything done. And in the past, the desire to get things done was stronger than the desire, right, to stay in your own silo and hold on to your own opinion.
But now both experts I talked to say there's a political streak in this unelected board. The board has been in place for decades, and there doesn't seem to be an appetite right now in the legislature to change it. Now it's the Michigan Supreme Court that has until September 9th to decide what to do with the measures.